Hello everyone, LazyFire here, and welcome to Batman Arkham City. This is a 2011 release from Warner Brothers and developer Rocksteady, and it's the follow-up to the well-received 2009 Batman Arkham Asylum. It follows a lot of the plot lines from that game, but not too closely, to the point where I don't really feel like I need to sum up the previous game for you. Let's actually just jump straight into this game. Now, I've done a little bit of pre-play on this just to remember if I can play it correctly, but that's about it. I haven't touched this game since 2011. Now, that just means that it's going to be interesting when we get to the late game, but the early game I remember every little bit of. So, let's start this off in main story mode. We're actually going to leave the hints on so I can explain some stuff as we come across it, but we're going to be playing this on normal. No big difficulty spike here. So, without further ado, let's start the game.
What I found.
Don't touch him, man. He'll kill you. How long till the boss gets here?
He'll be here.
Riley said he saw the bat. Is he here too?
In Arkham City. Why would he come here? You guys just need to chill the hell out.
It's Batman!
What the hell?
Sorry to disappoint you, boys. It's just little old me.
Welcome to the first of the combat tutorials, one you only get if you happen to buy the game in the store without getting a pre-purchased copy, or if you have the Catwoman DLC. Catwoman is not as much fun to fight with, and she is actually one of my least favorite characters in the game, but I figured I'm not going to be doing the Riddler collect-a-thon, so I might as well do the Catwoman stuff, if it makes everyone feels better. The combat in this game looks simple, but towards the end of the game it's going to get really complex. Right now, I'm pretty much just the Angel of Death. These guys don't really stand a chance against Batman or Catwoman early in the game.
Now that they're all taken care of, it's time to get what I came for out of that safe.
Please note that a lot of the time when you hear characters talking in this game, when they're alone, they're talking in their heads. It confused the hell out of me at first. I thought everyone was crazy when I first played Arkham Asylum. Let's go hit this objective.
Try and get one over on me, will you, Harv? I don't think so.
Get your filthy paws off that now.
Wake up, Mr. Wayne. We have much to discuss.
Strange? You won't get away with this.
I already have.
This is Vicky Vale reporting live from Arkham City, the controversial super prison built right here in the heart of Gotham. In a few moments, Bruce Wayne will be live on stage to explain his sudden interest in Gotham politics. The infamous Playboy millionaire has never been one to—
It's billionaire, Vicky. Millionaires are so last year.
I assumed that you thought yourself untouchable. Well, as you can see, no one is untouchable.
Thank you! Thank you, Gotham! Imprisoned behind these walls, gang leaders are fighting a bloody war in the middle of our once great city. Every inmate from Arkham Asylum and Blackgate Prison has been relocated to this facility. How can this be safe for the people of Gotham?
Shut Arkham City down. It's out of control.
Shut it down. By the end of tonight, I will be a hero, just like you, Batman.
Today, I'm starting the campaign to close Arkham City and make Gotham safe again.
Remember, Wayne is the priority target.
Surround him!
Hands in the air, Wayne. We have Wayne. Target secured.
I feel I should thank you. Capturing Bruce Wayne is so much easier than Batman. And now that we have you, Protocol 10 is ready to begin. It will be my legacy, a monument to your failure. And if you try to stop me, I guarantee everyone will know your secret.
Let me introduce myself. I am Professor Hugo Strange, and I am in charge of the Arkham City facility. Up until this point, you have shown total disregard for the law, for society, and yourself. From this moment on, you are no longer part of the society that you have shown no respect for. You have been separated from the good people of Gotham. By committing the actions that resulted in you being sent here, you have given up the right to a so-called normal life.
Okay, so real quickly, I just want to mention that I will basically be shutting up for long periods of time, at least early in the game, to let a lot of the background stuff get through. It tells a lot of story.
What the hell are you doing? You think we wouldn't hear you?
No one questions how Bruce Wayne can do this shit for some reason, by the way.
Escape in progress!
Any attempts to approach the wall will be considered.
Well done.
What are you doing here?
Kill your butler?
You're gonna die in here.
You're gonna be my bitch, Wayne.
Back on the ground. What are you waiting for, Wayne? Line A, move!
Okay, that guy just shot a dude in the leg. Let's get into line B and see what happens.
No more Sionis!
Yeah. There are a number of Batman secondary characters in this game. So just keep a lookout for that. Shut up.
Hey, Wayne, I hear penguins put a price on you.
You two get out of the way. Wayne,
You work for the Penguin?
I did. What's it to you?
I hate the Penguin.
For some reason, that Foley sound on the chain doesn't work too well.
Smash him in the face! Bruce Wayne, you're on my list.
I said break it up, now.
Bang!
Move up, prisoner!
Lower your weapons. Mr. Wayne will not be any trouble. Will you, Mr. Wayne? The cuffs can stay on. We don't want to make things too easy.
close the doors. Prepare for insertion.
I can't believe I'm gonna die here.
Bruce Wayne? Great. Here I was reporting on your crummy press conference. Now here we both are. I guess that'll teach you to get involved in politics, won't it?
Listen to me carefully. When they open the door, do not panic. Stay close to me.
Do you think I'm taking advice from some guy who's never even been in a fight?
Stay calm. They're trying to scare us.
Sorry, man. It's every man for himself.
And these fences are not really effective at keeping anyone in. Let's go help. No thanks. Now, one of the marks I'm going to give against the game is that often you won't be able to see guys off screen. The game does a really good job of trying to keep the best camera angle possible for you, but not always.
On your feet, Ryder.
Alright, let's pick up our friend here. He's apparently some sort of journalist in the Batman animated series or universe or something. I don't know.
Brucey boy! Nighty-night. Wakey, wakey, Wayne. Oh, what's up? Do you need me to call you butler?
Cobblepot.
Oh, you remember me? I'm touched. Your family destroyed mine, Wayne.
This? Well, let's just call this good old-fashioned revenge. Get him!
Alright, let's do some fighting. Now, like I said, the combat looks pretty simplistic right now, but it gets much more complex as the game goes on, as you get new abilities, weapons, and so on. But one of the things that's actually complex about it now is timing. You cannot simply mash the X button, your attack button, to hit people in front of you, or anything like that. You have to time your button presses to keep your combo chain going. The higher your combo chain goes, the more damage you do. The more damage you do, the more experience you get. The more experience you get, the better stuff you get. Let's stop that progression and just finish this fight. You can see by the end there, I was just dropping these guys in one hit. 165.
I need to get to higher ground and contact Alfred.
Yep, trying to do stuff before the game wants you to do stuff is a little difficult sometimes. Don't.
You were too chicken to face me.
Yep, sure. That's the problem here.
Alfred, have you got my location?
Only just, sir. There's more interference than usual.
I need an immediate drop on the roof of the Ace Chemicals building. I'm on my way there now.
Of course.
Alright, you know, before we do anything, let's talk voice acting, because the second I make this jump, we're going to hear a lot from Alfred. Kevin Conroy, who voiced Batman in the animated series and in Justice League and a bunch of straight-to-DVD animated movies, is the voice of Bruce Wayne and Batman in this game. Nolan North is actually the voice of the Penguin back there. Believe it or not, Nolan North.
I watched your incarceration on the evening news. Was getting yourself arrested a part of your plan all along?
Not exactly. Although I did get some one-on-one time with Hugo Strange.
And how was that?
Not good. He knows that Bruce Wayne is Batman. He also told me that something called Protocol 10 will make him famous. I can't leave Arkham City until I find out what it is.
Did it arrive, sir?
Right on time.
So, let's get up there and become Batman. Suit up indeed.
Alfred, I took an encryption key from a Tiger Guard. I'm going to hack into their communications.
Welcome to the hacky minigame. It's not very hard right now, so don't worry too much about it. Just hold A.
All units, this is Air Tiger 4. We have confirmation that prisoner 4011 is in the courthouse. I repeat, Catwoman is in the courthouse. Is she in danger? Affirmative. Target is being held by Dent. We believe he intends to kill her. How should we proceed? Stand down. Let Two-Face have his fun. Understood.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it does not. Mr. Dent's predilection for all things binary may not bode well for Miss Kyle.
If there's one person in Arkham City who knows what's really going on, it's her. I need to find Catwoman now.
Not really, because first, well, I'm controlling you. So we're going to be doing a lot of fighting first. This is, sort of my thing. Let's show off the glide kick. Hold X at the edge, and bam. Upgrades to that are available eventually. Let's knock somebody down, punch him in the face. You can do that by holding R and pressing Y. Very well suggested. Let's break an arm. That'll put that guy out of the fight for a while. Now, the reason I knew I could do that wasn't just because there was that flashing text on the screen, but also because I had a gold combo meter. You can see it in the top right, the top left there. And when I have one of those, I'm able to do special moves. Right now, my combo is so high that I could basically just knock these guys out one shot each if I wanted to. Let's just break a leg. Batman is absolutely brutal in this game. A lot of people wonder what continuity this is supposed to be in, and I honestly have to think that it's supposed to be an animated series, considering Kevin Conroy voices Batman and Mark Hamill voices the Joker. But at the same time, that might just be because they're the most well-recognized voice actors for those two characters. But it's definitely a far cry from the voice acting or the situations you'd get in those shows, simply because Batman can be much more violent and the Joker can be much more extreme. And even Mark Hamill's Joker character...
out here in the cold, while all the good stuff's happening in there. Just do what Two-Face says.
Yeah, don't let him start tossing that coin. If it comes up bad, you could be dead before you know it.
Just like Bailey.
Yeah, just like Bailey. Two-Face put him on a big-ass industrial saw and cut him clean in half.
You're kidding. Does he look like he's kidding? We had to clean it up. Have you ever seen what comes out of someone when they're cut in half? Can't say I have. It's nasty. Bits of liver, heart, whatever he had for lunch that day, and the smell. It's freaking horrible.
Is that what he's gonna do to Catwoman? I figured they were friends.
Who knows? With Harvey, friendships end real quick. If that coin comes up bad, you better run.
Alright, we've heard all they have to offer us. I'm actually kind of sad I missed that fight I broke up over there. I missed the conversation that was happening. Usually it's all about how you want to join Two-Face's gang. You have to prove that you're tough. That's why they were fighting. Yep, this is going to be pretty fast. Early in the game, like I said, the combat isn't too difficult. It's just basically waiting for these guys to attack you and countering. But you can add things like the cape stun there, and arm breakers. God, that's so fucking brutal. And I'm waiting, or I'm hoping that one of these guys, or two of these guys, will try to attack me at once. But I think they don't do that until I get through another combat section a little further on. Yep, you can basically, at this point, determine who's going to strike you next just by them approaching you.
In combat, multiple inmates.
Oh, damn it. Well, I thought that guy was about to strike at me, and I fucked up my combo, so, oh well. That is one of my favorite things, where he flips the guy over and just kicks him in the face on the way down. And I'm at that point where my combos are really going to just do a lot of damage to these guys.
Man is clear. All freaks are down.
So let's take a look at these guys now that we're out of combat. Now, in the previous game, you could actually see like broken limbs and stuff, as far as I can remember. In this game, you don't get that as much. But we're going to go in here and go see our good friend Harvey Dent.
We have zero visual on Batman.
Now, one thing I want to mention before we get too far into this is that I won't be doing the Riddler challenges. It's just not worth the time for what it reveals, and honestly, I did a bunch of them in my previous playthrough back when I first bought the game, and they weren't really worth it at all. So, there's 300 of them, too.
The only way to get by in this place is to get ourselves some respect. Fear. That's how we get respect. Show them all that we do things. We should be fair, though. This is a place of justice, after all. Screw justice. Kill her, and they'll all fear us.
Bring out the defendant!
You certainly know how to keep a girl hanging, Harv. Hey, have you had some work done?
That's for stealing from us. No one steals from us.
Oh, I'm sorry I've been a bad kitty. Untie me, and I'll make it up to you.
Let's see if the coin thinks you're telling the truth. This court is now in session.
Order in the court! Order! Order!
He's got a gun!
That's more like it. Welcome, people of Arkham City. It's good to see...
Taking out the thug with the gun is the key. Without him, the rest of the room won't be a problem.
Alright, it's our introduction to silent takedowns. Hit Y behind a guy when you're holding R, and you'll take him down. You can hit X to knock him out immediately, but that will create sound and draw enemies to you if you're too close.
To join with us, to create a new force in Arkham. And take this place for ourselves. When the clown dies, we will own this town. We will rule this town. Or you can just leave now. And we will hunt you down and kill you all. But let's not dwell on the negative. Let's have some fun. Fate delivered a gift to us tonight. A gift that will show everybody that we mean business. And you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, will be part of it. Help us decide if we should kill the bitch who tried to steal from us. Or let her go to do it again.
Alright, I think that's enough. Let's take out this guy with the knife, first thing. Don't really want to fight that guy right now. The knife is kind of a little dangerous for us, especially because I never really perfected countering it. It's done differently. Fuck. I'm waiting for that guy to throw the chair. You hit Y to throw or dodge those thrown objects, but there I just got a little too premature on it. Now I'm going to get a little bit more aggressive in my fighting choices here, and I'm going to start making swings instead of waiting for counters. That's dangerous because you can get hit by somebody who's waiting to throw something at you or to punch you or something like that when you're swinging. So you just have to play careful sometimes.
Overruled. Heads or tails, kitty cat?
Which one lets me out of here alive?
Not this one. Time to die.
I vote for a stay of execution. No gun, Harv? Shame. This is gonna hurt.
2 guns, bitch!
And I thought it was cats who have 9 lives. How's it hanging, Harv? Come to Kitty. Anyone ever tell you that you're full of surprises?
I figured you could use my help, Selina.
You're right. I think I chipped a nail back there.
Funny.
So what do you need, Mr. Detective?
Protocol 10. What do you know, Selina?
Never heard of it.
That's not what I wanted to hear. What about Strange?
I don't trust him. He's been missing for years, and then is suddenly put in charge of running Arkham City. Rumor has it he's been working with Joker, planning something very special just for you. Maybe that's Protocol 10.
Twinkle, twinkle, little bat. Watch me kill your favorite cat.
The ex-district attorney here said something. What the hell?
See you soon, bats.
This place is dangerous. I like it. You expecting a kiss?
It was Joker. You're not safe here. No one is.
9 lives, remember?
I need to locate where the bullet entered the court and where it impacted.
Alright. These are investigations. We'll deal with that level up in a moment. Investigations pretty much require you to figure out what happened. Batman will tell you exactly what you need to find, and you just have to point at things and do whatever he says. Not very difficult.
Bullet hit the floor here. Now, where did it enter the room?
This reminds me a lot of Condemned Criminal Origins and their investigations. You just had to find certain things and use the right tools on them, and you can get going.
The trajectory the bullet traveled will lead me to the shooter.
Okay. Well, we've got some bios to go through here.
Protocol 10 will commence in 10 hours.
What we're actually going to do is cut this episode here, but not before I talk about leveling up. Leveling up comes from beating people the hell up. It's pretty great. All you have to do is punch people, get enough stuff done, and you will level up. Or you'll get experience points. It also counts as how you get health. But right now, we have only a few choices. You can see a lot of the stuff is stuck around from last time. We're not going to worry about updating Catwoman, not until we have to. And to be honest, you start off with a lot of stuff here. Special combo takedown, the ground takedown, beatdown, stuff that you'd have to upgrade in the other game. You start off with batarangs, remote batarangs, batted claws, explosive gels. So, really, the full complement of stuff from the previous game. It was one of the things they said they were going to do. What we're going to do here is take critical strikes. Critical strikes are all about timing in the combos, and that's really part of my favorite part of this game, is the combat, and of course timing those combos perfectly. It's like its own little puzzle. So we're going to be taking these and doing a lot more damage because of it. It's going to be great. No, don't have to worry about enabling any tutorials there. Thank you very much. And while we're here, we're going to end the episode, but I'm also going to go through all the bios we have right now so you can get a good idea of where we are. So, oh, and by the way, you get these little stories as you go through the game. Don't worry about those now, but enjoy these. I'm just going to breeze through them. You can pause to check them out, and I will see you in the next episode.